brand new single. We've been playing it on air a lot, and I've got to say congratulations on such a great track.
Thank you very much. Thanks for giving it a spin. Greatly appreciate it.
Now, mate, I have to ask, because everyone has been tweeting in to our show and asking the same question, is this what we can expect from the brand new album that's coming out as well? Can we expect more of the same on the album?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. It's not... there is a little bit more of that sort of stuff, with that newer kind of flavour to it. But it's not all like that. With the new album, there's a blend of some of the older kind of sound and a few of those newer ones as well. But it's not all like that, but some of it is, yes, absolutely.
She's on My Mind. It's such a heartfelt song. Tell us a little bit about the history of the song and what you were going through when you actually sat down to write this track.
So I wrote that back when my ex-wife now, back when we were together, and it all started with that intro riff, and I wanted to write a track that had a repetitive riff going all the way through it, that was like a blues riff sort of thing, and give the track a bit of a more modern day hip hop kind of vibe to it. That was the idea musically. And I was playing around with that effect, that harmonizer effect that I've got on the that's all on the acoustic guitar, mind you, no electrics on that. That's where the idea came from musically. Lyrically, yeah, it's basically about a man not being able to get his woman off his mind, and it's just driving him absolutely mental. And that was how I felt a lot of the time when I was with my wife at that point in time. And we spent a lot of our relationship on the phone because I was on the road half the time, touring around the place. Back when we used to be able to do gigs. So hence the line, talk to me one more time, come to me on the line. That's where that idea came from.
Yeah. So do you find it really, really therapeutic to be able to sit down and write a track like that where you're basically putting your heart right out there on the line into those lyrics?
Absolutely, they're the only tracks I kind of probably prefer to write. I've always felt most natural writing those sort of throw your heart all in type songs, especially from a lyrical perspective. It's always felt most natural for me to do that. I know not all writers are like that. Of course, I've written other sorts of songs that aren't as intense and aren't as, I guess, emotionally invested, shall we say. And it just doesn't feel the same to me.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to do those sorts of songs. I like to experiment because it's good to have variety and versatility as a writer. I strongly believe that. But those sorts of songs are definitely my favourite.
Yeah.
To write, and always have been, and without question, always will be.
Yeah. So what was the writing process like for this album? Like, how long did it take you to actually sit down and write the tracks for this album? And is it draining? Is it draining when it's so heartfelt with the lyrics as well? Yeah, absolutely. So the writing process for this probably took a good 18 months, I'd say, but we were writing whilst we were recording as well. And then all the recording was another... All up, it was a 3.5 year process of writing and recording. 2 years of that, the last 2 years in the studio. Yeah, it was very draining. It was a very hard, very emotionally difficult album to write because I started writing it and recording the first demos right when my marriage broke up, and there was a lot of personal turmoil going on with that. And I had a young family, 2 young kids as well, so all the pain of that was definitely a big factor at play. On one hand, it was good because it gave me fuel for material and I could write about it, but on the other hand, it was very hard to focus on the actual process because I was just so caught up in all of that. And there are a lot of sessions where I just didn't bring my A game, and I was just playing badly, singing badly, recording parts that weren't able to be used because they weren't strong enough. So there was a lot of that going on. So it was definitely difficult from that perspective. Yeah,
I'm glad that we pushed through with it in the end, and yeah, it took a while, but glad we persisted with it.
How do you overcome those kinds of things when you're not singing as well as what you can? Because if it's a footballer and they're not playing as well as they can, they have a coach or they have a teammate pull them aside and go, mate, you've got to change something. How do you get out of that yourself, though, when you're a solo artist?
Sure. Well, I had a great... I'm going to give props here to my producer, Sean O'Sullivan. He's at Highway 9 Productions. He's employed in Melbourne. And he, in many ways, he was like my coach. Him and I have been working together now for 10 years, so we know each other pretty well, and we have a strong enough relationship where he can happily and openly tell me when something's not cutting it, and something's not as good as it could be, and he did a lot of that, but he did it in a very comforting kind of way. He wasn't harsh about it. He wasn't at all like some type of evil dictator or something like that. He would just be very open and honest. So I think we can do better than that. Just not bringing it tonight. That sort of language. So that was very helpful to get me through that. I couldn't have done it without him. I'm not the sort of artist that can produce all my own records. I need to work with a producer. That's really important to me in the studio. So I really have him to thank for that, and he was there with me every step of the way, and we just kept chipping away at it, and eventually I got into a better headspace mentally and emotionally, and I was able to become more productive and just bring more of my A game to the studio, because there were over 200 hours in the studio spent on that album. So,
yeah. Which studio did you record in this time? Was it his studio, or did you go to a private studio this time?
Yep, it was his studio. He's got a studio called Highway 9 Productions, which, out in Croydon. And it's a studio that he built at the back of his house. It's a great facility, state-of-the-art facility, in my opinion, as good as any studio out there. And it's great to have that kind of facility and that kind of setup to record in, because he owns it. Like, it's not like you have to hire a studio and an engineer. Like, if you go to a bigger studio, you're paying for studio hire and the producer, so there's two separate costs there. So doing it this way with someone who owns the studio at their house, it's a lot more cost effective.
Yeah.
So I think that's really as far as for recording is concerned, I reckon that's the future, and that's where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's a lot more feasible for artists to record like that, as opposed to going to a bigger studio and paying a lot more money for it.
Yeah. You also mentioned before about not being able to do gigs at the moment. How have you actually spent the quarantine period? Have you been able to work on new material, or have you actually been able to just take the time to kind of reset for future gigs and things like that?
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, I haven't written anything new in this time, and everyone says, it's the perfect time to write new material, and I understand that, but I guess the phase I'm in at the moment, having just finished this album that I've spent better part of the last nearly 4 years on now, my focus is on really sort of getting that out and putting out the singles first and getting the promo right with that and trying to share that as best as I can. I've been forcing myself to learn more about the digital side of things, more about Spotify and streaming, and how to, I guess, best utilise those online platforms, because I think they're becoming more and more important for us musicians. And I guess when I'm traditionally a hard-working touring guy, and I'm normally doing 100+ shows a year around Australia and overseas, and when you're so focused on gigs and touring, it's easy to, I guess, lose sight of the digital side of things, and all the things you should be doing with that. So in the last few months, I've really tried to learn more about all that. It's a constantly changing world with more and more new platforms popping up every day. So yeah, I've been trying to do that. I've been putting up the fan request videos, people requesting cover songs I've never played before. It's given me a chance to learn some new tunes, and I've kind of gotten used to it in a way. Of course, I miss the gigs, and it's difficult without the income. But I I really can't complain with all the support that the government's throwing at this at the moment.
Yeah.
And I live down in Lake Central, so I'm fortunate enough to have a really nice little unit right on the water, so it's pretty peaceful and relaxing living where I am. Again, I sort of got used to it, but I don't want to get too comfortable either because the gigs are starting to come back soon. So
Yeah.
I am very much looking forward to that coming back, and of course getting on the road again as well. But sometimes it's nice to just reset. I feel like the live side of things will come back. It'll take a while, especially on the festival side of things, but it will come back. People's hunger for music is probably never been stronger than ever. With all of this going on, people are hungry to go out and see gigs again, so they will come back.
At least you're in a beautiful part of the world. I love being able to get down to Lake Central, so you're in a beautiful part of the world. But the big question is, how can your fans support you at the moment while there is no income coming in? Is there a way that your fans can actually support you so that you do have some income coming in?
Yeah, of course. So with all the little videos that I've been putting up of cover songs and stuff like that, I always put a PayPal link. There's a link to my PayPal page, just paypal.me/Mike Elrington. And plenty of fans have been very generous with their donations on that. So that's one direct way of doing it. But beyond just the financial donations and all that, I just love people to listen to the new music. That's sort of the best way. The more and more people listen, the more my audience grows, and more people hear about it, and then more and more people want to hear the newer music that I've got coming out soon from the album. There'll be another single in a few months, and then the album after that, and then probably a few more singles after the album's released. So yeah, that's really the best way. And yeah, buying merch, I've still got my most recent CD available for those who still buy CDs. I know they're becoming a bit of a dying breed, but they're still around.
Yep. Well, Mike, I think it's time on our show to take another listen to She's on My Mind again, so we're going to take another listen. Is there anything you would like to say to our listeners out there before they take a listen to the track again?
Enjoy it, crank it up, and play it around to all your friends, let them hear it.
Awesome. Well, Mike, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we cannot wait for the brand new album to land in September.
Excellent. Thanks for your time today, Dave. Greatly appreciate it, man.